Good afternoon, my friends. This is Isaiah, and you are here. Hope everyone is kicking off their new year on a good foot. This is my first video for 2020. Got a few things to discuss. Running just a little bit behind on getting my videos started for the year, which that's okay. And it's one of the things I'm going to talk about today. The thought of that, the concern I had for being a little behind, was partially the inspiration for this video today. Something I haven't discussed before, getting the new year started with some new content. And what I want to discuss today is being in a harmonious state, or a harmonious state of being. We think we know what it means to be in a state of harmony, but what does it mean to actually live and exist in a harmonious state? I wonder how many more times I'm going to trip over that word throughout this video. What does it mean to be in a harmonious state, and how do we get ourselves in a harmonious state of being or existing, living life? Well, I'll tell you. To be in a harmonious state means that you're going with the ebb and flow of life. Everything is just fine. You have no stress in the field of your perception. You're not being easily shaken by the events that are taking place around you within the realm of your perception. You are happy. Everything feels kind of light, easy. Your manifestations are kind of coming to you in an easier way. There's not a lot of resistance in anything that's really going on in your life. That's what it means to be in harmony, to be in a harmonious state. It's an optimal state of both mental and physiological balance, okay? That's harmony. And when we're in harmony, when we're mentally, physically in a harmonious state, our energy that we put off, our auric field, our vibration is in harmony as well. That means the signal, the energy that we're putting out is a vibration of harmony and balance. So the people that we come in contact with, we start to bring them into that harmonious state as long as our vibration, our harmony isn't affected by the energies or situations around us. I want to say that again. As long as we can stay in our own mental headspace and maintain our harmony and not be influenced by the energy or the situations going on around us, then we will bring those who are around us potentially into our state of harmony or balance. This is good because literally when we're going about our day-to-day activities, we go to the store, go to work, as we're going about our day, if we can maintain that state of balance, that state of harmony, as we go past people and interact with people and do things, then we will be imbuing upon them a state of harmony and peace, balance. Now, this sounds wonderful, but how do we get to this place? And then, most importantly, how do we maintain it continuously? You have to, as always, be mindful of what's going on upstairs in the old brain, in the old noggin. Be mindful of what's going on in the subconscious. What are your habits? What's being played out? To maintain a state of harmony and balance, you have to continuously be in the present moment. Be mindful, be aware of what's happening and how you're responding to what's happening around you. If we stay continuously focused on being in the present moment and transition from moment to moment with grace, with intention, with a sort of deliberateness in what we do, then you'll find that as you do this, that you will be in a continuous state of harmony, of balance. Okay? There's the little nuances in life that we can't allow to excite us or get us down, okay? What do I mean by that? The little nuances. We all have those little things that get on our nerves, that aggravate us and throw us off balance throughout the day. We can be having just the best day, a wonderful day. Someone will come along with a bad attitude, and before you know it, and we're feeling kind of negative ourselves. We've gotten pulled in to their state of being instead of pulling them into our state of being. And the way you avoid being pulled into someone else's muck or someone else's state of being is by practicing the act of being non-reactionary. So when you have the person in front of you, and I've mentioned this last year in earlier videos, when you have the person or situation in front of you that would normally get you upset, get you riled up, that you would just kind of react to, like, oh man, instead of reacting, observe the situation or person. Be mindful of your emotional state. Keep your head and your heart in a neutral place and observe what's happening. Don't react to what's happening, but observe. And then decide what actions you want to take. When you can do this, when you can constantly be mindful of, I'm here and now, not in the past, not in the future, and what's happening in front of me has nothing to do with me. This is the thought you want to be having. You want to be focused on, this isn't me unless I allow it to be me. This is interesting. Why is this unfolding before me? Ask yourself these questions. Because we're always experiencing everything that we're experiencing because of us, and it's for a reason. Whatever you're perceiving in your reality is a mirror reflection of you in some way, shape, or form. The more you practice this and the more you become mindful of your reactions to situations, the more you become mindful of being in the moment as the moment's happening, as the moment comes throughout your day, and you move through your day with grace. Try to avoid getting in a hurry, feeling panicked. Be sure to block out enough time throughout the course of the day to get your task done, whatever those tasks may be. And as you're doing them, don't be in a hurry to get it done. Don't be in a hurry to get on to the next thing. That's living in the future. That future hasn't happened yet. We're always trying to get somewhere else. No, be here, be now. Do what you have to do now. Just kind of move through very patiently, very calmly, through the actions you need to take to get through the task that's before you in that moment, calmly and peacefully. Once that task is completed, simply transition very calmly into the next task and repeat this throughout the day. Be ever present, ever mindful of where your emotional state is while you're doing this. And be mindful that you're not just reacting to spontaneous situations unfolding before you. Remember to decide how you want to react. And when you do all of this, when you can get this all down and you're functioning like a well-oiled machine, just kind of moving like the wind with no resistance, no effort, and you're just moving through your day with deliberateness and grace, you'll find that the byproduct of all of this is going to be harmony and balance within your state of being. You'll find that you're not stressed out because you're not getting in a hurry. You're not worried about anything because you're not focused on the future. You're not kind of rushing around because you're making enough time to get your task done, and you're doing them with deliberateness and intention. You'll make less mistakes and less errors because of this. And all of this adds up to equal more balance and more harmony in your life. And the more you do this day in and day out, the easier it'll become, until being in a state of harmony and balance is your natural state of being. Now, we all live inside of human bodies, human vessels, and from time to time we're going to mess up, we're going to get aggravated, and we're going to get frustrated. But if you've been training yourself to move through life without effort and to be more mindful of the present moment, you will rebound a lot quicker when you do have a slip up and you do get aggravated and you do find yourself starting to live from your headspace again and not from the present moment. You'll rebound a lot faster because you will have created a series of neural pathways in the brain that's calibrated to be in just a natural state of peace and harmony. And therefore, when you do slip up, you will snap back into that mode a lot quicker than when you were just starting out. Another thing too, to kind of bring this full circle to what I mentioned in the beginning of this video, what made me think of this was I'm really bad about creating a negative narrative in my mind where I start beating myself up, where if I slip up or if I fall behind, like I fell kind of a day behind on these video series in the last few days, where I've been transitioning, going back to a job where I work for a company, and I've just started back with this company as a personal trainer, so my schedule's changed a little bit and I'm getting a new series of habits started, so it kind of threw me a day behind. I started beating myself up for that, like, no, if you were more disciplined, Isaiah, you wouldn't have fell behind. If you had just, sacrificed just a little bit more sleep, you would have had more time. Or that's the kind of stuff you can't listen to. When you've done something, it's done. There's no undoing it, okay? So the best thing that you can do when you're having these thoughts is accept it. I fell a day behind, and you know what? That's okay. It's okay. I can't change it. I can't turn back time and go back and make up that day. So I can just accept it. Acceptance is key. Acceptance is everything. When we are constantly resisting everything in life, we'll find that we create a lot of unnecessary stress for ourselves. And when you back that with making assumptions, oh, this is just always going to be crap, and you accept that your assumptions are your reality, those two things kind of work together to create your reality. That's how a lot of negative habits is kind of a staple for continuous negative experiences in your life. It's because you accept your habits are your habits. Acceptance, that's the thing. May go into further detail on acceptance in a later video. I don't think I remember discussing that last year. But yeah, just accept, make improvements going forward, make little tweaks and adjustments, calibrate your life until, you get your positive habits down and you get your rhythms down. And when you mess up, and it's okay. You just got to accept it. Remember to go through your day-to-day activities with grace, with ease, with lightness, being in the present moment. And before you know it, you'll be living in a state of continuous harmony within your being, within your soul. You'll find that when you do this, it makes focusing on task a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier to meditate because we're not as stressed out. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What do you think it takes to be in a state of harmony? What does it mean for you to be in a state of harmonious bliss, harmonious being? I'd like to hear your ideas on that, so if you would, just share your ideas in the comment section below. And, I hope the rest of your day just continues to go well. And I hope that everything that you're seeing and perceiving going into this new year and today is just what you need to be perceiving in order to evolve. And I hope that whatever's going on in your life, that you're happy doing it and you have a lot of peace and you're evolving all at the same time. And until next time, my friends, I hope that you have much peace in your mind, much love in your heart, much balance in your soul. Take care, my friends.